Welcome to High Tech Low Life, and I have for you a new product that I'm reviewing. This is the Razer Kishi. It's an interesting product to say the least. It's a controller designed for use with phones, and there's 3 different varieties of them. There's one for Android, there's one for iOS, and there's one for Android as well, but it's officially Xbox branded. Functionally speaking, the Android and Xbox versions of the controllers are both functionally identical aside from branding. So the Razer Kishi for Android features a Type-C port at the bottom of the controller as well as a Type-C connector on the right side of the controller. So essentially, you open the controller up and you slip your phone in there and then you stretch it out until it sort of sandwiches your device. So let's talk about the controller itself. The D-pad and face buttons are kinda mushy, but they function pretty well. The sticks and triggers work great though, and start and select in home are very clicky and they feel nice to press. I just wish the D-pad and face buttons were as nice as the rest of the controller, otherwise it'd be like the perfect package. To address the elephant in this room, yes, there are ways to make this controller function with your mobile games. There's software out there that lets you map Xbox controller layouts to the touchscreen, and it lets you customize it per game as well. That said, I didn't buy it to play mobile games on my phone better. So yes, if you play Fortnite mobile or PUBG mobile, and you want to just wreck noobs using the touchscreen with this Razer Kishi, then yeah, go for it, buy it. I'm not stopping you. I don't play those games, I don't really care. However, you real gamers that like to play real games on consoles, or even perhaps PC, I'll show you guys a way you can make use of this device. So this is the Steam Link app. This lets you connect to your desktop from your mobile device. In a sense, it lets you play PC games from your phone. Though I wouldn't do it with just a touchscreen, even though it is possible. No, just don't. So you can see here, this is actually Guilty Gear XX Accent Core Plus R. Aside from the really Japanese naming scheme, as you can see here, I'm doing a latency test. Even though, yes, I'm literally right beside my computer, I've tested this latency throughout my entire house, and so long as my phone is connected to the 5 GHz network, it works beautifully. And as you can see there, I was able to pull off a frame-perfect timing despite not actually being on my computer. So this is Enter the Gungeon, and this is a extremely good roguelike that's available on PC but also consoles. Even if you're not interested in getting this controller, definitely get this game. It's really good. But as you can see here, I'm just playing the game. For those of you who've known about gaming for long enough, you're quite familiar with emulators. Yes, they're on Android. Yes, you can download them and play them. And yes, you can play them with the Razer Kishi, or at least you can RetroArch. RetroArch is a really good front end. I'm not going to explain it because there's a lot to cover, but essentially it's basically just like an all-in-one sort of emulator package. I can't speak to emulation on iOS. As far as I understand, Apple doesn't allow it, period. That said, it's allowed on Android, and there's a copious amount of emulators. Choosing which emulators to pick, it's definitely a pain in the butt. Just pick RetroArch. If you're trying to emulate DS or PSP, I would definitely get Drastic for DS or PPSSPP for PSP. The very best emulators on Android will let you define your own controls via controller support. Overall, I think this controller is definitely worth it if you're an on-the-go gamer. Mobile gaming doesn't have to be all gacha games with miserable rates or puzzle games anymore. You can play real games on the go. Emulated games, and I believe some mobile games, do support controllers, but you'll have to find them yourself. With sufficient internet connectivity, you have the ability to stream games via services like Google Stadia, GeForce Now, and etc. With a sufficiently powerful gaming PC, you're able to stream your own PC games to your mobile device. I won't go into too much detail when it comes to streaming, but for the purposes of having a controller, this controller works great. That said, I know you guys want to review an iPhone version because that's the more popular phone in America. Well, I'll tell you what, that's what a colleague is doing right now. Maybe not necessarily this controller, but an iOS controller nonetheless. I just want to say thank you for all the support. Even though we may be netting double-digit views, we are always making strides to improve our video quality as well as getting more content out more frequently. It's close to Christmas as well, so we just want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's.